Hello there everyone, today you are going to be watching a video of me playing Genshin Impact, and I'm actually doing a voiceover after recording, because when I recorded this, I forgot to check that my microphone was on. Usually when I double check it is on, but the one time I didn't check, it was in fact not on, which at first didn't bother me because I'm like, it's okay, I still got the gameplay footage, but YouTube didn't like that. I've tried uploading the video twice, only for YouTube to just be like, nuh-uh, and completely block the video. And they gave no explanation as to why. Usually they'll send an email out saying why. This time they did not. So I can only assume it is probably some sort of copyright thing to do with the fact that it was just gameplay without my commentary. So I have decided to do a voiceover in the hopes that it will not be blocked. And if it does get blocked again, then I'm probably gonna have to contact YouTube. But anyways, as you can see, I chose Aether because, I don't know, in my opinion, he's just he's not necessarily better as the Traveler. I like them both. I like both Aether and Lumine as the Traveler. But something about Aether as the Abyss Twin, just, I don't know. It doesn't seem right. When Lumine's the Abyss Twin, she seems to fit the role better, in my personal opinion. That's just my opinion. You can disagree.
Wait! Don't go! Give my sister back! And just like that, the god took away my sister. Some kind of seal was cast upon me, and I lost my power. So while we used to travel from world to world, we are now trapped here. How many years ago was it? I don't know. But I intend to find out. When I woke, I was all alone, until I met you 2 months ago.
Yeah, Paimon really owes you for that. Otherwise, Paimon likely would have drowned. So Paimon will do her best to be a great guide. We should head off. Let's get going.
So, for those of you who don't know, I've been playing Genshin Impact since last year. I've completed every single current Archon quest as of now. On the American server. I also sometimes play on the European server. I'm not as far ahead though. So as some of you may or may not know, I was for a little while doing a Honkai Star Rail playthrough. However, my iPad kind of decided that it didn't want to run both Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact, so I pretty much had to choose between one or the other. And since Genshin Impact is a comfort game that managed to help save me from a very rough time, so to speak, I kind of just couldn't give up on it. So I'm hoping to get a better computer that I can play Honkai Star Rail on, but until then, I'm kind of just stuck with Roblox and Genshin Impact. And so because of that, I thought, hey, why don't I start another playthrough of Genshin Impact and fully record it and keep a documentation of it? Because when I first started playing, I did have this YouTube channel and I had uploaded a few videos, but as I said, it was a bit of a rough time for me, so I didn't really think, you know, oh hey, let's record this. I just sort of thought, I'm gonna play this game because it makes me happy. I wasn't even focusing on my channel at that point. So that's why I thought now that my YouTube channel has become a thing that I want to do as like a full-time thing, I thought, well, why not play my favorite game? I do have to say, one detail that I really love about Genshin Impact is how whenever the traveler resonates with an element and is able to wield that element, their accessories actually change color, like the earrings, the accessories on the clothes, etc. It wasn't something that I really picked up on when I first started playing, because when I first started playing it, I was mostly just rushing to get through the storyline because, in case you don't know, I am a huge sucker for game lore, so I just kind of wanted to rush through and get as much lore as possible out of the game. And it wasn't really until I'd completed all of, I think up until Fontaine or Natlan, that I started to notice little things that I never really noticed before, such as the traveler's different colored accessories, or the wishes. You can get free wishes by ascending your characters. That was another thing that I somehow didn't realize until ages later. I'm a bit silly. Yeah.
Oh, Paimon's so jealous. Why doesn't Paimon get cool fighting powers?
I remember when I was recording this part, I actually screeched because I completely forgotten that at the start of the game, Dvalin flies over you. And I remember freaking screeching, and then I was like, oh, it's just Dvalin, okay. Man, I really wish that my microphone was on, because it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny, but it is what it is.
Look at that!
Don't be afraid. It's all right now. I'm back.
Is he talking to a dragon?
Who's there?
Oh man, I really gotta say I love the animation in this scene, especially the way Venti sort of slowly backs up and then dissipates into the wind. I swear, I cannot say enough just how beautiful the fully animated cutscenes are. I love them so much.
Luckily, Paimon managed to grab hold of your hair. Thanks. Just what was that? Paimon thought we were gonna get eaten. It definitely has something to do with that weirdo who was talking to the dragon. Of course not. Oh, what's that? There's some kind of shiny red thingy on the big rock over there. Let's go take a closer look. Be careful. Paimon doesn't have a good feeling about this. Paimon's never seen a stone like this before, so Paimon can't tell what it is. All Paimon knows is that it's dangerous. Best we put it away for now.
Yes. Put away the dangerous crystal. And put it away where exactly? In your pocket? I don't know about you, but to me, putting a dangerous item in your pocket doesn't really seem like the best idea, but whatever. At least everything was fine. Another thing I gotta say is just I really love the introduction to Amber. Just her whole personality and everything is just yes. Like, you can tell she's very passionate about her job and what she does. And, you know, she comes off as a bit harsh initially, because obviously the traveler's a stranger that's hanging around Mondstadt, so it makes sense. But, you know, as she gets to know the traveler more, you can tell she opens up to him pretty quickly.
There's been a large dragon sighted around Mondstadt recently. Best you get inside the city as soon as possible. It's not far from here. I'll escort you there.
Oh, aren't you out here for some other reason?
I am, but not to worry. I can keep you both safe while doing that too. Besides, I'm still not sure if I can trust you two just yet. Oh, I'm sorry. Probably not something I should say as a knight. I give you my apologies, strange yet respectable travelers.
That sounded so fake.
Do you have something against the type of language usage prescribed by the Knights of Favonius Handbook? Outrider Amber.
Funnily enough, another detail that I never noticed in Genshin Impact was the fact that Amber actually does have two different outfits. She has her normal outfit that you can see here, but then she also has the outfit that you could see her having in the cutscene just before. I didn't notice a difference at first, but if you look, the one she has in the cutscenes is just a little bit more fancier, got a little bit more white in it, I think. And yeah, it's really funny, because I remember, I think I cut it out of the video, but I remember for like 2 minutes, I just sat there switching her outfits, thinking, wait, what? And yeah, it's funny, I've done 2 playthroughs of Genshin Impact already, and yeah, this was the first time that I actually noticed that Amber had 2 different outfits, so I don't know if I'm just stupid, but yeah, I thought that was another interesting little detail.
These monsters have been getting too close to the city recently. My task this time is to clear out their camp. Nothing to it. Though I've gotta say, you surprised me a little with your moves there. Thanks for the backup. How'd it feel?
Now that you mention it, how is it the Hilichurls ended up here? These creatures don't seem like the type to set up camp so close to cities like this.
Exactly. It's more normal for them to be much further out in the wilderness. But because the dragon, Storm Terror, has been around a lot more recently, our orchards have been destroyed and the local market has been affected as well. When the storms hit, we usually end up with at least a few injuries, so the Knights of Favonius have been tied up doing the best they can to defend the area.
So these annoying creatures have been getting closer and closer to the city?
Exactly. That said, clearing this camp helped make the area a little bit safer. Come with me. A responsible knight must make sure to see you to the city safely.
Honestly, redoing this first quest as well as the most recent Archon quest that's come out, I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one with Albedo and the trial and everything. It's just so nostalgic being back in Mondstadt. Like, I remember when I first played the game and going to Mondstadt, I remember being so like mesmerized and thought it was so beautiful. Which, don't get me wrong, every single region in Genshin Impact, in my opinion, has been beautifully done. But Mondstadt, I guess because it was the first ever region you got to see, it's just, I don't know, just something about it just has a special place in my heart.
But everything will turn out fine as long as Jean's with us.
Jean?
Acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. Jean, Defender of Mondstadt. With Jean on our side, surely even the vicious Storm Terror will be no match for us. Before I take you guys to the Knights of Favonius headquarters, I have a present for you, Traveler. It's a reward for helping me clear out that Hilichurl camp.
Hey! Why doesn't Paimon get a reward?
Because this reward is useless to you, Paimon. But I'll treat you to a traditional Mondstadt delicacy, sticky honey roast.
Sticky honey roast!
Come with me. We'll head to the city's, high ground. This used to be a bustling street, but with so many Storm Terror attacks recently, the usual crowds are nowhere to be seen. Except for the local tavern near the city wall over there. They haven't been affected. If anything, their business is better than ever. So, the present I want to give you is a wind glider. gliders use them to ride the wind, and the people of Mondstadt love using them too. I brought you here to give it to you, so you can experience it right away.
Oh, you're really excited about these wind gliders, huh?
Well, that's because the wind is the heart and soul of Mondstadt. Alrighty then, enough talk. Let's give it a whirl. It's easy to use, but you still need to pay attention to my instructions.
Oh goodness, I remember this part was kind of annoying for me because I already knew how to use the wing glider and wanted to just glide down, but then the pop-ups giving me the instructions on how to use it kept showing up, and I remember it irritating me, but it's fine.
The sky.
It was actually quite funny for me redoing this part of the game because I remember the first time I did it, and even the second time I think I had quite a lot of difficulties, and I'm not exactly sure why. I was just like having trouble aiming and stuff, but then this time when I did it, I got it done within like less than a minute. I guess that sort of comes from the experience of having done this quest already a whole 2 times. Who knows?
Are you hurt?
You've actually got the power to go up against the dragon. Are you a new ally? Or a new storm?
Storm Terror is attacking Mondstadt itself! Kaya, Traveler, you've come at the right time. We must...
Hold on, Amber. Are you perhaps forgetting to introduce us?
Oh, right. This is Kaya, our cavalry captain. These two are travelers from afar.
From afar? Is that all we know of them?
Long story short...
I see. Welcome to Mondstadt. Though you haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. I understand the anguish of being separated from family. I'm not really sure why you're looking for the Animo God. But everyone has their secrets, right? Relax. I won't press you for more. First and foremost, on behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I would like to extend our thanks to you for your help just now. Your fight to defend the city against the dragon just now was witnessed by no small number of citizens. The acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius is also very interested in meeting you, and formally invites you both to our headquarters.
This seems to be the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Let's head in.
Jean, what's the hurry? I thought we agreed to meet them here.
There have been sightings of storm terror outside the city. Once we meet, we must...
Relax. I'll lend a hand when the time comes.
Jean, I've brought them. And once it was over, I brought them straight here.
Mondstadt welcomes you, Windborn travelers. I am Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This is Lisa, our resident librarian.
Oh, are you sweeties here to help us out? You're both so adorable. Sadly,
I think it's so funny whenever I watch gameplay of people playing Genshin Impact and they're doing the first part of the story and then they just see Lisa being like, "Ah, you're so adorable," and then they just immediately start simping for her. Either that or they get really uncomfortable by her, and I think it's pretty funny, especially since to me, I don't know, I could be wrong, from my perspective, she just kind of seems more like a aunt type figure. Like, I don't think she's actually being a pervert towards the traveler like a lot of people think. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know, just, it doesn't seem pervy unless you make it pervy. I think a lot of people just have dirty minds, so a lot of us will hear Lisa talking like that and think, oh my god, she's flirting with us, which in a way I feel she kinda is, but not like she's trying to date us, you know?
in the abandoned Four Winds temples. Storm Terror's ability to whip up these kinds of storms can be attributed to it drawing power from the temples.
Our objective is to deal with 3 of the 4 temples. I trust everyone understands why we are only dealing with 3.
Paimon doesn't.
Knights of Favonius, time is against us. The storm is rampant. There's no point in maintaining a defensive position. All right, we need to take initiative and act before the situation escalates.
Now, as you can see, I have Noelle on the team now. That's because I did well, not a 10 pull. It's when you first start the game, there will be a beginner's wish banner that's discounted to 8 wishes needed instead of 10 for a guaranteed 4-star. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you are guaranteed to get Noelle on it. And yeah, so that's why I have Noelle, in case you're wondering where she came from.
Storm Terror was once one of the 4 winds.
Huh?
Wait, did you just feel that? The wind here. Something's off. Let's go in and take a look. Be careful. The dragon's power is disturbing this area. You can use that console to open the door. Wow, I can see so far into the temple. No escape. Let it rain. Oh no! A horn! The fighting must have got them riled up. Yeah. Well, good thing I prepared my secret weapon, explosive puppet Barrett Bunny. Are those explosive barrels over there? Well, one shot should be able to blow them up.
Disappear!
It was kind of funny at this part of the game where we were doing the temple, because I already sort of knew what I was doing, and the voiceovers of like Amber and Paimon giving me instructions on what to do were so delayed. Like, as you can see here, I had already hit the Pyro Monument and was flying up to where I needed to go, and Paimon was still in the process of telling me what to do, which is kind of funny. And here again, when I got rid of that weird wind rock thingy, it was the same thing. I just immediately went and destroyed it as they were mid-sentence telling me what to do.
Defend the city and keep it safe. This, of course, is mostly thanks to Jean. But now with Storm Terror directly attacking the city itself, the winds change. So too should our tactics. It's what Lisa likes to say. Speaking of which, the 4 winds we were discussing earlier, if you want to learn more about our history, you can ask Lisa. I'm not saying I don't know our history, it's just, I mean, a librarian is supposed to be more knowledgeable than an outrider, right?
And it was at this point that I kind of thought, Wow, I've been recording for a while. I should probably
You've arrived.
stop.
Come closer.
So,
Can you smell it?
hopefully this video will actually be able to be uploaded without YouTube blocking it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to question them about that. And yeah, so hopefully then it won't be too much longer until I can post another Genshin video. And I'll do my best to remember next time to actually check my microphone so that we don't have another situation like this where I have to do cringy voiceovers.
It's a pity that the Temple of the Wolf has been disturbed by such an atrocity. Let's head in. No one makes offerings to the Four Winds anymore. Yet the old winds never vanish. We need to clear out the temples. For the Four Winds.